that the budget as we passed it will put the lives of many Granite Staters at risk. And it's really sad to stand here to be able to see that. And I see some folks in the audience who will be, personally affected by it, or are in jobs where the services that you provide will be personally affected. I would say that the second way that I would characterize the consequences of this budget is that it is clearly a job killer. You heard a little bit from Jim and a little bit actually from Jackie too about the job loss at UNH, and I'll talk a little bit later about some of the more extensive job loss, but this budget definitely is a job killer. And the third thing, because I also see some city officials here, that is absolutely for certain about the consequences of this budget is that it will increase local property taxes. And that will happen because of the pressure pushed down onto the local communities because of public safety issues, because of education issues, because of healthcare issues. And the current majority is saying, we're not going to downshift. We will cost shift, we're not going to downshift. Make no mistake about it, cost shifting is downshifting. And if they truly believe that this wasn't downshifting, then there really wouldn't have been the need to add the amendment, the so-called Kirk, or one of the Kirk amendments, which would undo a 200-year-old statute that requires that the local welfare offices are the very lowest safety net. And that has been the place when all else fails that people would go that needed assistance. It's been in our statutes, as I said, for a couple of hundred years. And in order to be able to safely say we're not downshifting, they just eliminated the law. Because then, of course, the local